It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Good.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But I know the guy who made the play. We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In motion goes the tight end. Purdy now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Purdy. Try to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Nice. Plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Good shit.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. This is taken at about the 14.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Steelers at 4-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, They're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Don't jump. Ready? Set.
Here's Fields. Got his man. It's Warren.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great
rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Yep. Go.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Off play action. Fields.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Set.
Warren will try the right side.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Out of the gun. Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They snap it to Fields.
Being chased out left.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, son.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
On the give, it's Warren.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
To throw is Fields.
He finds his man complete. It's Warren. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Pickens going in motion left.
All right.
Now it's Fields.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
What's right? Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Here we go, set.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Set.
To the air again, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Warren. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Go.
Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen getting him to stick him. He gets the sack. Here now a 3rd and 20. McCaffrey on the toss right.
down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now the first carry here for their running back. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because, you know,
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Still on his feet.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on. And
touchdown! George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
Oh, come on.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. There's one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
A handoff for Warren.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Oh, damn.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here we go. Tonight.
All right, give me a second.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It ain't that bad.
69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Fields.
And he's got his man inside, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here we go, son. Go.
Now a run with Warren.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Warren.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped.
You didn't run it again. You would have got it.
And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. They find some open field here.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Damn.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here.
Huh?
As they're going to take a look at it.
Operating out of
no,
territory
is fine.
Here's 1st and 10.
It's just for the game.
42-yard line.
Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Let's go.
A give running left now, Garendo.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners
Yeah,
have
we
the
can take
first
it first
down on a
down with the
gain of
number.
11. And I'm guessing you'd
No
say this is
snaps.
kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Good tackle.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Another try for Garendo.
And this
Good
time
shit.
they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Niners are looking to make it 2
You
straight
going where?
as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Oh,
Moody good with
Okay.
the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
this is a playbook you made, or is it just a team playbook? Oh, okay.
The
Nice.
Pittsburgh
That's
offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Nah.
Here we go.
The
Play action.
linebacker
It's
took out the
Fields.
phase. It's 88 speed.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it
How many
is
did
now
you throw
8
against Body?
between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can
Might have
do
to
to
draft
change
you
it.
another
And
quarterback,
sometimes they
maybe.
try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where
Oh,
he is
okay.
right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. In motion right, that's Wilson. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Wilson's got it complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Purdy looking to throw.
Oh, good defense.
Incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Toward the
Good
sideline,
catch.
and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
You made it too easy for me. You blitzed me. I didn't.
On play action.
Oh no, points into the
Fields.
second half.
His throw incomplete.
Oh,
So the Steelers with the football as
yeah.
they get you reset.
But you gave me a short
They're
field, too.
looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
Mm.
And they're going to have this across midfield.
They would not let me
inside
switch
the
to
45.
Bosa.
Back to throw, Fields.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
They begin on the ground with Guerrero.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting
your
the
ass
football,
up.
not gaining yards.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only
No,
2
he's not.
yards there.
He's not
4th
losing
and
on
3.
purpose.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Shut your ass up, Sleepy.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So the victory here.
Don't go on auto. You can still do your training and
a total
make sure
team
you
effort, Charles, on both
you
sides of
sign
the
your
ball.
players. You
Well,
need
they
to
absolutely
sign.
pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They
Yeah, at
moved
least
the
want
ball
to
up and down
do
the
that
field.
part.
So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total
Because you're about to
team
go into a
effort?
bye week.
I
You
think
can
when
use
it's time to hand
you
out
can use
game
that
balls,
XP.
guys from both
You
sides
save
will
it
end
up
up
for
getting
next
one.
season.
So for San Francisco, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home
All right,
next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.